Hey everyone, this is Editor James. Real quick before the episode starts, we have had another issue with the audio and video. I'm pretty sure I figured out what causes it. I think it's the hard drive. I think our hard drive is a little messed up, and that causes the audio sometimes to cut out for a couple seconds, a second, half a second. Which is really annoying because then our video will become out of sync seemingly randomly. I've ordered a new hard drive. It should be here before the next podcast. I'm sorry. Don't hate me. Why is it doing that, do you think?
Do you know?
No?
I like it.
Yeah, you like the crackle?
Yeah, sounds like an old record.
Yeah. Sounds like it might be broken. I hope it's recording okay. Why did it do that? Do you think it'll do it again if I play it again?
I don't know, try it.
Here we go. Trying it. Oh yeah, it did it.
It kind of reminds me of the John Cena thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
or it's just like max.
No, that worked. Huh. Maybe that file's just corrupted or something.
Did you scratch the file?
No, I was turning the hard disk though.
Oh.
While it was going. This is James and Jordan Talk to the Internet, Season 3, Episode...
I don't know, I don't remember.
16. So we got a lot to talk about actually today. We got tons. I got laptop full of secrets here. Crack her open.
Yeah, so today I heard somebody said they were really looking forward to the new Dune movie. And that's the first time I ever heard anyone say anything positive about it.
Yeah.
Other than that, it was visually stunning.
I mean, a lot of people liked it.
Yeah, I guess so.
I was not a huge fan. But I don't think that's a movie you should watch in the movie theater.
Why?
It's too long and too boring. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure I'll probably watch the first one again before I go see the second one, because I mean I have to go see the second one because it's gonna be like the biggest movie ever or some shit.
Maybe something will happen in the second one.
I think the second one's supposed to be more action-y, so that'd be cool. Jordan's drinking, what is that, lemonade?
Yeah.
It's the best drink you can get at a fast food restaurant, other than like water. Well, I mean, the water might be dirty, so you should probably go with the lemonade, because then at least hide the taste of the dirt or hamburger. So
yeah, it was like $12 for the food I didn't order.
Well, you ordered it.
No, I did not get what I ordered.
Yeah, but it was $12 for what you ordered.
Right.
What you got probably didn't cost that. Exactly.
Probably was a little cheaper.
Chicken cheaper than ground beef these days?
Are you serious?
I don't know. I haven't bought chicken or ground beef in a little while.
Yeah, it's much cheaper. One's $1, one's $3.
Do you think you get more? But do you think you get 3 times the weight of chicken before, obviously, you cook it? Because you wait before you cook it. That's why it's a quarter pounder with cheese.
What?
What?
What are you talking about?
You weigh stuff before you cook it.
Right.
So, like, when you get a quarter pounder hamburger, you take that patty out, you weigh it, it's not going to weigh quarter pound. So what I'm saying is maybe the ground beef, even though it does cost more per pound, maybe they're using less weight.
I don't know. I mean, like, when I worked at Burger King, the Whoppers were like larger than a CD, and then when they came out, they're like that. Yeah, a little smaller.
Do you know A&W tried to compete with the quarter pounder by making a third pounder, and nobody.
A&W, what the hell is that?
Like their restaurant.
I've never heard of A&W.
They're not around here.
Okay, then that's why I've never heard.
But in like the 80s or something, maybe the 90s, they tried to compete with McDonald's by making the quarter pounder. So they made a third pounder, and nobody bought it because they thought a quarter pounder was bigger than a third. And now people don't know what A&W is around here.
Right.
But they know who McDonald's is.
Well, the show I was watching, The Food That Built America, there's the Wendy's one. He had the Dave's Double, and nobody bought it, so he made a Dave's Triple. And then everybody thought that the double was a reasonable size and started buying it. Because he was realizing like he was throwing away so many burgers that had just gone bad because all the beef was fresh.
Right.
So he's just like, got people to
double them up.
Yeah. So now no one buys the triple because that's too much.
Right.
And now everyone just buys the one in between. The guy's a genius.
Yeah, no.
Like, I was
hey,
like, oh my god.
He came up with a chicken bucket.
Yeah,
for KFC.
he's my favorite so far. Because
Of all
he
the
got
foods that built America.
Yeah, that was my favorite episode. Because he got fucked over badly by KFC.
Yeah.
And then just started his other restaurant.
And some would argue
he got like cheated out of $2 million.
Would you say Wendy's is more popular than KFC? Is it
think it
bigger
is
than
now.
KFC?
I don't know. Bigger?
Bigger?
What do you mean bigger?
Like, are there more locations? Is it more popular? Is it?
I think it is.
I would say so. I think I see more Wendy's than.
It's definitely
KFCs.
more popular like in the cities. Like here, it's like you go and it's gross because it's not run
Listen,
correctly. So then you think that's Wendy's, but you've never been to like a good Wendy's.
there's 2 of every fast food restaurant in this city, except for Burger King
Mm-hmm.
and KFC.
That's right. There's 2 Taco Bells.
Yeah, there is. And one of them's in a KFC.
The good ones are not on Western Ave.
I don't know. Last time I went to that Taco Bell, they did not get my order correct. Granted.
On Western Ave, I said that the good ones
No, the
are
other
not.
one. The other
Oh.
one.
Yeah.
The one by 99. Granted, it was like 11 p.m. and I wasn't there. Somebody else was picking it up. And most of the people in the car were horribly drunk because it was after a wedding reception. So I don't know how much of the blame I can put on Taco Bell.
Yeah.
There might have
sounds
been
like
some
a customer,
translation issues.
Yeah, lost in translation.
Starring Meg Ryan. Is she in that movie?
I have no idea.
I've never seen the movie. Do you want to look up Lost in Translation?
No, I don't.
Lost in... It's too late. It's already happening. Translation movie. I'm going to lose my shit. Oh, romance drama 2003. The odds of it being Meg Ryan are skyrocketing. Bill Murray is in this movie. Scarlett Johansson. Anna Faris. Not seeing Meg Ryan. So that's unfortunate. Anyway, what were we talking about?
I don't know how we got to where we are right now, which is why I didn't want you to look up this movie, because now we're on a whole different
yeah.
Like what did we even start out?
I
You
don't
said
know.
you had a whole list of stuff to
I
talk
got them.
about.
We haven't gotten to a single one.
Well, get the one then. Get to the first one. Get to the
first
chopper.
one. You didn't watch this trailer, but
How do
New
you know I
Hunger
didn't?
Games.
Oh, I've never seen any of those. It's never interested me. I think I did see that trailer.
The first movie, not great. Second movie, a little less not great. It's okay. It's all right. It's fine. The third and fourth movies, pretty okay. It's like an actual movie happening. Like you watch it and you're like, oh, that's a cool shot. Oh, that's a cool scene that they just did. Oh, that person did some good acting. You know. And then this new one.
You know what I always get those confused with is Maze Runner.
Yeah. There's that whole
They
sort
seem
of
like the same thing.
there's like post Harry Potter, like
Yeah.
young teen like Percy Jackson and Hunger Games.
That
and
movie's terrible.
that movie is bad. Good book though.
Yeah, I heard the book's good.
They're pretty good. I re-listened to all of them relatively recently. They hold up pretty well. I mean, it's
None of those are
probably
as
not.
good as Harry Potter, though.
No, none of them. It's probably not good if you're an adult and you're just going into it. They're good if you read them when you
Which
were
I
12.
was. I saw that movie when I was like
No,
25.
I'm talking about the book.
Oh.
If you read the Percy Jackson books at the age that they were intended to be read at, and then you go back and listen to them or read them, they hold up. But I'm sure that if you just jump right into them without that nostalgia, horrible.
And the movie included.
The movie's just not even the same as it's different.
The same with Medusa. The hell's that shit? Did you see that?
They do. I did.
Why is that bad?
You know.
I thought I was going to see something gross, and then I was like, what the fuck?
Well, it was supposed to be like a kid's movie. I don't know, man. It's not. The movie's too. It's too stupid
what
for
age
adults.
group is it supposed to
but
be
it's
for?
too much for little kids. So it's like it's aiming at it's sort of like the same as the Michael Bay Transformers movies, I think. Maybe slightly younger than those movies. But it's not for kids and it's
for nobody.
Adults. So it's like for 14-year-old boys, I guess.
It's like The Cat in the Hat.
No, that truly is for nobody. At least Michael Bay has an idea of the audience in his head.
I love that movie. They had an idea of the audience in their head. It's fucking me.
It was you and probably what's his name? Buck. Mike Myers.
Mike Myers.
I almost said Michael Myers.
Michael Myers.
It was you and the serial killer Michael Myers.
Yeah.
That's his favorite movie as well.
That's what Cat in the Hat was for. That's the only movie he watches.
Yeah, that's the only movie they gave him in prison.
Nothing. Yeah. He just watches that on repeat.
He's gotten it down so he can just watch it sort of like in his brain.
No, see, that's a good movie because it's like, it's funny because it's not funny.
Right.
Like all the humor in it.
You can tell.
They try to do like adult humor in it. It's nothing like a mature adult would think is funny, except for me.
Right. Because you're not a mature adult.
No, I get that it's like,
you're a child.
I get that they were trying to make a joke.
You can see where they're trying to go.
Right.
But it doesn't
like
land.
Something that your parents could watch and the kids.
Right.
But the jokes are like wildly inappropriate
for kids, so you can't watch it with your kids. But they're too immature for you to watch as an adult.
It's perfect.
Yeah. It's like they tried to land the plane, but the plane's not landing, and they're just doing barrel rolls.
Yeah, they do the thing where it like pops up off and then back down, then up. Yeah.
And then the plane blows up.
Right.
So new Hunger Games trailer.
Right.
Sadly not Cat in the Hat inspired. Still waiting for the sequel.
The Cat in the Hat 2?
Oh man.
Is that gonna be a thing?
Probably not. They're talking about making another Austin Powers movie, so
yeah.
Anything can happen. But the new Hunger Games movie, it's a prequel. So it's set on the 10th Hunger Games.
So it doesn't have what's her face in it.
Katniss Everdeen.
Who?
The star of the previous 4 movies, 3 books. Katniss Everdeen.
That's not the star.
No, her name.
Wait, the fictional character?
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
Star of the previous Hunger Games. No, it does not have her in it. She will not be born for another.
So what's their deal? They're just
years?
Starving. They're just really hungry people.
Here's the thing.
The rich people run everything, then there's poor people.
So you got the capital, which is like where the rich, snobby people live.
With the weird clothes.
Right? They also do cool plastic surgery to themselves to make themselves look cool. Nice. You got those people, and they live. It's unclear where everybody is, because it's in North America, but it's after like a nuclear war.
In the past.
In the future.
In the future.
Yes.
Okay.
So then there's a war between the rich people and the poor people.
Is this funny?
It goes badly for the poor people.
Right.
So they have districts. They have 13 districts, and then they have the capital. And District 13 starts a rebellion against the capital and says, hey, you're making us do all your shit, like mining, food growing, clothes making. But you're not giving us, like, we're not getting any money. We're not getting any food. We're starving to death. Fuck you. We're gonna start a revolution. So they did that. And that did not go well.
Is this what the prequel's about?
No. This is just the sort of general story of the Hunger Games. And then the Capitol blows up District 13 and says, let that be a lesson to the rest of yous.
That's what I would have done.
And then they say, we're going to take 2 of your kids from each of your districts, because there's 12 districts now, and we're going to put them in an arena and they're going to fight to the death.
That's awesome.
And that's the Hunger Games.
I wish I was a rich person in that scenario.
But then in the spoiler alert for the Hunger Games.
But then they get to become rich if they win, right?
No.
Oh. What? What's the point?
But you don't die.
That's it?
Yeah.
Well, that's dumb.
Yeah. Well.
Why don't they all just fake their deaths?
Because only one can get out.
And then go back to your shitty...
Well, you get to live in a special part of your shitty world, like your shitty district. Also, the districts 1 and 2...
Yeah, where everybody else is just going to kill you because they know you,
You know, districts 1 and 2, are like the rich districts. They're the ones that the capital's friends with, so they get like food and housing and stuff. But like the further out you go, basically the worse and worse it gets. So by the time you get to District 12, which is where Katniss Everdeen is from, they're like starving to death.
So you want to be in 1 or 2.
Yeah, and then there's these rules where it's like you can't train before, but everybody in like the first 4, that's what they do, is they just train all the time, so they always win because they're just huge and jacked and trained. So they just, very rarely does anybody else win. But then, turns out, spoiler alert, Jordan, for this book you're never gonna read, in this movie you're probably never gonna watch. District 13 wasn't blown up. Shocker. Nobody could have seen it coming. Turns out that when they say they were mining for graphite, they were actually developing nuclear weapons for the capital. So then they were like, we're gonna nuke the fuck out of you if you don't leave us alone. So the capital said, okay. And then they were quietly developing like this underground rebellion for like decades. And then, I don't know.
So the capital has nukes.
Yep.
Knows the other people have nukes.
Yep.
Doesn't blow up them with their nuke.
Right.
Hitting their own nukes.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because then 13 would just blow them up.
How would they know they were launching?
Because they have like that. They did this stuff. Like this was their thing. Yeah, like they developed all the radar and stuff.
Yeah.
Because this is the future. It's not Star Wars. It's not a long time ago. It's the future.
Okay, because yeah, all right.
So and
like
then
how far into the future?
Unclear.
Just in the future.
Yeah. They have fast trains and guns, but not flying cars or lasers.
Okay. Couple 100 years.
Yeah. Within the few, like 500 years or something. Anyway, this is set before those. So those are Hunger Games 74, I think is the first one, and 75 is the second one. And there isn't another one, because that was the last one. This is number 10. This is really early on. And we see President Snow, before he's President Snow, as a little boy. He's like 18 or whatever. And
that's not a little boy.
Compared to like,
that's a fully
104-year-old President Snow we see in the rest of the movies,
104 years old?
He's pretty old.
Can they live that long if you're rich?
Yeah.
Oh, so they
You
just
can live as long as you want. You can turn yourself into a cat. That's not a joke. That happens.
in the book?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a woman, her name's Tigress, I believe, and she eats raw meat and turned herself into a cat.
Like a house cat? Or
No,
like
just like Marine Ponderosa.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty badass. What happens in this book? So in the prequel, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is sort of like they're trying to jazz up the Hunger Games because nobody's watching. The districts that they're forcing to give up their children to fight to the death, they aren't actually watching the games. And they're trying to figure out how to jazz it up so that they do. So they're opening it up to these students, trying to get these ideas. And it's very interesting in the book to see sort of how these ideas develop, like having a new arena every time. Voice crack. That wasn't the case in the early days, I guess. They just kept putting them in the same place. So nothing ever changed. They would just go and hide. And then eventually people would starve to death. So it's like seeing the beginnings of what we know as fans of the book, not including yourself. Sort of seeing the implementations of those early on is really cool. I enjoyed the book. I think that it was roughly of the same quality as the other books. I will say that having watched the trailer, there's nothing in the trailer that I didn't recognize from the book. So I think it's going to be a pretty paint by numbers, just do what was in the book. I don't think they're going to take any big swings here. So, could be okay. Could be horrible. Who knows? It's the same director from the other ones.
Who knows?
So,
yeah,
time will tell.
Probably not gonna go see it.
I'll go see it. Maybe I'll go see it with my mom. She likes Hunger Games. I will say, the audiobooks for the Hunger Games trilogy are really good, because the woman who does it like puts a lot of effort into, you know, making them good. Like when a character's running, she'll go you hear her running on the treadmill. No, but she'll like put, like when a character's in pain, she'll like wince as she says stuff. She just does a great job. The dude they got to do the prequel book is god awful. He is so bad. There's a lot of singing in this book, which I'm actually pretty curious to see how they handle that in the movie. And a lot of it is done by little girls. So you have this grown-ass man
singing like this.
Nope. That would have been better. He'll just go la 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 la. That is not an exaggeration. That is not hyperbole. That is how he will sing this. I can play it for you after this.
Is he a computer?
I don't understand it. Like, I understand that you're a grown-ass man who probably is not a professional singer and is having to sing as a, 8-year-old girl.
How could you even have singing in a book, period? You're not going to hear anything.
Well, you just, sing it in your head. Like, the words rhyme. You just do it you just do it,
So you just make up your own song?
Yeah.
I hope it's exactly the way he sings in the movie.
I hope the little girl goes, and then it just cuts to a different full-grown man's voice, and he goes, la, 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 la.
It's not even,
la,
it's
la.
just the guy from the book dubbed over some little girl.
I would actually be pretty impressed. That'd be funny. Would you go see it if that was the case?
Yeah, of course I would.
Okay.
I go see it. If it was bad, I would go see it opening night just to see the look on people's faces.
All the fans who showed up.
Right. Yeah.
In their, I don't know, Hunger Games outfits.
I don't know. There's no way to tell if it's going to be bad before it comes out.
Well,
not always, I just want to see the disappointed look on people's faces.
Right. You want to see 8-year-old James when he comes out of Kingdom of the Crystal Skull?
Yeah, I want to see that.
I don't know. I think there's like a 40% chance this movie's good.
That's not a very good,
I mean, what do you want from me? It's a Hunger Games movie. It's a Hunger Games prequel. It's got two things batting against it right now. Next thing on the list. Oh, I just did something. Hold on, I gotta delete this. Next thing on the list. Why are you looking around? You look confused.
I can hear something cracking.
It's the hard drive spinning.
No. I thought the place was falling apart.
Yeah, it is. You're gonna die. And you're gonna go out doing the one thing you've always loved, this podcast.
Oh, God.
New Always Sunny.
Yeah.
Little teaser trailer came out for that.
I did watch that.
You did? I heard you watch it. There were some laughs.
It looks pretty good.
It looks about as funny as the last season, which apparently some people really didn't like. But I enjoyed it. Yeah.
It's because the first 3 episodes are kind of like meh, but once they get into Ireland, it's friggin' hilarious.
Yeah, I think all of the Ireland stuff is really funny.
Talking to the castle.
When he's in the painting. God damn it, Frank.
Yeah, the one thing that got me in that was when Frank opens up the closet. He's like, there's a bathroom in here?
Technically, yes, that is a bathroom.
But it doesn't really work, so we've been
pissing in cans.
So, I'm excited for whatever episode that's from.
One day we're going to wake up to the news that Danny DeVito is dead.
Nah, he's got another solid 20 years.
I mean, he's not the healthiest. Charlie is the healthiest. We figured that out on the podcast.
Charlie's the healthiest?
Yeah.
Like the actor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did a competition they got blood drawn and stuff.
Oh, really?
And they figured out who was more healthiest, I believe. And they had the doctor come in and read their numbers. And Charlie won.
Yeah.
Who would have seen it coming? Can you do that into the microphone more? Yeah, thank you. Nice and refreshing.
No, I'm Darth Vader.
You're just hitting a vape.
Yeah, Darth Vader.
Do you have any more Juul pots?
Vader, they don't make Juul anymore. The company got sued for marketing to kids. That's actually true.
But I wanted watermelon.
They never had watermelon. They had cucumber mint.
Oh, yeah.
Mint.
Sure.
Tobacco flavor. And I think there was a cherry one.
There you go.
Well, I think they used to have a bunch, but those are the only ones I remember.
No, I never cared about any of that. The only thing interesting about vaping to me is that you can use the what's it called? The glycerin.
Yeah.
You can use that to make like smoke effects for like props and stuff. That's cool.
That's well, they were doing that before they made vapes.
I know, but having a little pen, like a little USB thing, just makes it easier for people to do it, you know? Vaping brought special effects to the masses.
You can buy a smoke machine.
Yeah, but that's like a lot of money.
We should get one.
No.
Wouldn't that be cool? Just a layer of smoke.
I don't think it would be.
On the ground.
I think it would freak my cat out.
When the smoke clears out and he's just dead.
No, we just get some dry ice and we do that thing that they do at pool parties where you put a bunch of dry ice in the pool and then people get in the pool and then they realize like, oh, carbon dioxide is not oxygen, and then they all pass out in the pool. And then people will say, oh, all of our friends are passing out. We should go get them. And then they walk into the pool and then they pass out. And then a bunch of people drown.
Has this happened?
Mm-hmm. You never heard of this?
No.
Yeah.
What the hell?
There's
just buy a smoke machine.
No, carbon dioxide. Dry ice. Dry ice pool deaths.
I think it's fake.
3 people have died after dry ice was poured into a swimming pool at a party in Moscow on Friday. Well, this was Moscow.
Okay, so, all right.
They were probably assassinated by the KGB.
Yeah.
They were connected to an Instagram influencer named Yekaterina.
Yeah, I know him.
Didenko, who was celebrating her
Didenko.
29th birthday at the pool complex in the city's south. February 29th, 2020. So yeah, it does happen. Don't put dry ice in your pool.
Wow.
I mean, unless you want to not be alive, I guess. There are better ways to go about that then.
Suicide pact.
You know, I bet there. I mean, it's probably pretty painless.
Yeah.
No, because you think that your body freaks out because of carbon dioxide. You want carbon monoxide. That's how you go out.
Yeah, like with the car.
So, the interesting thing about the human body is that it actually can't detect a lack of oxygen. It can only detect
Yeah, that's wild.
a buildup of carbon dioxide because it's easier chemically to do that. So if you suck on a tank of nitrogen, your body won't freak out. You'll just go to sleep and die. It's pretty wild. The human
that is
body.
Weird. Yeah, that is bizarre. Do you think it's because of like involuntary muscles?
What do you mean? It's just like how the detecting carbon dioxide is easier because of how it dissolves into liquids.
Like, I've never heard of anybody outside of water like committing suicide by holding their breath. Like,
Right.
I've never heard of that. Like, it's kind of like impossible.
No,
Unless you're
because,
like a little bit.
you'll
Like,
pass out and then you'll just start breathing.
Yeah.
Because it's involuntary. But if you were wearing a mask of like nitrogen or carbon monoxide or something, helium, people will pass out because they inhale too much helium.
right.
Or the other one. What's the other one? There's one that's more dense. Ugh. Burger's coming back up. There's a gas that's more dense than oxygen and nitrogen and all that. That'll make your voice deeper. But if you inhale too much of that, it's denser than oxygen, so it'll fill your lungs and it won't come out. And you'll just die.
Yeah, fuck that. Have you ever been at work when like the carbon monoxide alarm goes off?
I mean, I've been in buildings where they test those.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. Carbon monoxide's no joke, man.
No, I was working at this place and that the alarm was going off, and we were like, what's that for?
That's just something that we're trained in school.
Oh yeah.
When you hear the fire alarm, you get out.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're an adult and you're in a grocery store and the fire alarm goes off, everybody just keeps shopping. Nobody cares.
Well, I've never seen it go off for real.
I have. And let me tell you.
In a grocery
jack
store?
Shit happened. I think it was in a Walmart.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Well,
just
that
like
makes
nothing
sense.
happens. Nobody cares. and then like 15 minutes goes by and then somebody on the PA comes on and goes, this is just nothing to worry about. It's like, cool. Everybody's dead if it's not a test anyway.
Well, usually you probably just didn't hear them announcing it for like the past hour.
I don't know. We were in there for a while from memory. Before,
What if it like wasn't a test and they've just like desperately extinguished this massive warehouse fire and then he's just like, everything's fine now?
Nothing to see here.
It was a test. The whole back's just up in flames.
I was...
Corporate calls them and they're like, we need those sales. You do not shut down that store.
You get 15 people with fire extinguishers. You draw the line here.
We're not evacuating this store. Think of the money we would
Turn
lose.
on the mop sink.
Or
Let
he's
it
like-
overflow.
He's all calm about it. They're like, the place is on fire. And he's just like, let me explain to you how much money this store makes in one day. And let me ask you something. Do you think we can afford to shut down this entire store?
For even 15 minutes?
15, yeah, even 15
Do you think people are going
minutes.
to come back in once they're at their cars? No.
It's like, yeah. It's like
they're not going to
Jurassic.
come back in and find their carts.
It's like Jurassic World when they're like, you need to shut down the park. And she's like, we'll never reopen. Fucking thing just eating people. We'd never reopen.
Or a RoboCop. It's just a glitch.
It's just a glitch.
Dude in his spaghetti sauce.
And it just shreds him.
Oh,
that's
RoboCop's
good
so
stuff.
good.
Oh, that was the last of it.
Fool's Paradise. Have you seen the trailer for that?
I'd never heard of that.
New Charlie Day movie. Apparently they filmed it like 4 years ago.
What's it called?
Fool's Paradise.
It's a comedy?
Yeah, it's like a Buster Keaton, Charlie Chaplin style comedy. He is about a guy who doesn't talk.
So, Jane Silent Bob?
I guess without, he just walks around and doesn't talk. He gets mistaken for he doesn't get mistaken. Ray Liotta's in this movie. Because again, it was shot like 4 years ago before he died. So they kick him out of the mental institution he's in.
Charlie Day?
Yep. And this movie guy sees him on the street and like tells him to get in his car. So he does because he's just like the simpleton. And they bring him to the movie set and they're showing him to like the big star actor, like the John Wayne actor. They're like, look, this guy looks just like you. And there's Charlie Day, like as the actor. He's like, no, he doesn't look anything like him. He's too short. And then they're like, we're going to kick you out. We're going to just use him. And then he gets super big and famous. And he goes on talk shows and stuff.
And doesn't say anything.
Yeah, doesn't talk. I'm really excited. It comes out next week after.
So Ray Liotta did this and Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, and like 3 other movies that are going to come out after he died. Kind of wild. We should start
Hold
filming.
the fucking phone.
We should start filming
Jesus.
podcasts in advance so that in
When
the
we
event
die,
that one of us dies, we can keep going.
they are filmed in events.
Yeah, but not enough. We should film like 4 weeks in advance. All of our news topics are super trendy. We start predicting things. What do you think's gonna happen between now and Monday? Guardians of the Galaxy, greatest movie of all time. We went and saw it
I'm gonna go
5 days ago.
when I'm dead. You can't use my my image anymore. Or anything.
You already signed over the likeness. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Verbal contract. Your name's in the title. I can do what I want.
Did you know that Prince made it so like nobody can use his like his image and anything.
No, I didn't know that.
Like, he didn't want somebody to like turn him into a hologram.
Oh, you mean like that thing that they did
To Prince?
to what's his face? Tupac?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I don't think they ever did that to Prince.
Eh.
But yeah, he didn't want to ever have like his, because he was like very controlling about his art. So he didn't want anybody else to ever like use his like image to like do something that he had nothing to do with.
Right.
Which makes sense.
You mean like how...
But can you imagine being so concerned someone just going to turn you into a hologram and just start selling tickets?
I mean, if you're like one of the biggest celebrities of all time, like if I was Paul McCartney, I'd be worried about that.
Paul McCartney?
Yeah.
Why?
It's because he was like the biggest person ever.
I think they probably already have like a hologram Beatles.
Oh, they definitely do.
I'd want to see a hologram Michael Jackson show. That'd be wild.
Back to the Future too.
When's that? What are you talking about?
He's on the screen when he walks into the place and they're like trying to sell him Pepsi.
Oh.
And it's him and some other dipshit.
Him and like Reagan or something.
I don't remember. I don't think it was Reagan.
He is on one of them, I'm pretty sure.
In the first one he says, "Who's the president in 1985?" He says Ronald Reagan. He goes, "Ronald Reagan? The actor?"
Yeah.
And then Ronald Reagan really liked that.
But he goes to like the 80s cafe in the future.
I don't think that's Ronald Reagan.
I'm pretty sure he's on one of them.
I thought it was somebody else.
They had more than one.
It was Michael Jackson and the other one, and they were fighting.
I don't remember that.
And Michael J. Fox says, "Guys, just want a Pepsi." And the thing shoots up through the tube.
Right.
I think Max Headroom might have been involved.
What?
Yeah, Max Headroom?
The hell is that?
Okay, never mind. You don't know who Max Headroom is?
His bully?
Nope. Do you not know who Max Headroom is?
No, I don't know who that is.
Max Headroom. Man, Max Headroom seems right up your alley. Who's this guy? There's like an MTV thing, I think.
All I know that image from is that like hack that happened.
Yeah. That's what. Well, I mean, that wasn't it, but it was parodying Max Headroom. That hack thing is fucking weird.
Yeah, it is.
They just don't know anything about it.
It's creepy.
The last new thing is new Dune.
Dune?
Dune.
You just said Dean.
Dune.
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 Yeah.
He rides the giant worm. Or somebody does. We don't actually know if it's him, I don't think.
Who knows?
I don't think we actually get confirmation that it's Timothy Chalamet.
Riding the worm?
Yeah. I assume it's him, but yeah.
I think it's pronounced Chalamet.
I think it's pronounced Willy fucking Wonka. Thank you very much.
Is there a trailer for that yet?
I haven't seen anything. I saw a thing where he was like swimming in real chocolate or something. So there's that.
I hope it's dark.
Like the chocolate or the movie?
The movie. Like more like the original one where it's just like legitimately creepy.
Oh, where it's just terrifying small children?
Yeah.
That movie's so good. I haven't seen the movie in a while.
The Tim Burton one?
Nope.
No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, the original Tim Burton one with Christopher Lee in it.
Johnny Depp in it.
No, Christopher Lee was his dad. He was the dentist.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, you forgot all about that little subplot, didn't you?
Forgot about Charlie's poor life.
No, fucking Willy Wonka's dad.
When's his dad in there?
Dude, when he's explaining his love for chocolate, and it's because his dad was a dentist and he wasn't allowed to have candy.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I see. The reason you like that movie is because you don't remember it.
I never said I liked that movie. That's probably...
You seem pretty excited about it. Do you think Timothy Chalamet version is going to be more like that one or more like original?
The original one.
Yeah.
They'll make it its own thing, I'm sure. But I think it'll be a lot creepier like it used to be.
Yeah. I have another thing here. I got a message from somebody. Our Patreon subscriber. Our lone supporter in the Wild West of whatever the fuck we're doing here. He said that he didn't know if you were still using your Quest VR thing.
Yeah, what about it?
But there's going to be a sale
Celebrate May the 4th with 50% off Vader Immortal and Star Wars Pinball.
Oh.
So,
Star Wars Pinball?
Yeah, if you want to buy either of those, they're 50% off. The sale ends on May 5th at 11:59 p.m. PT. So,
I don't know. I haven't been playing that. I've been playing the Space Pirates one.
well, maybe you should look into buying Vader Immortal or Star Wars Pinball.
I already have the Vader Immortal one, I think.
Hmm?
I already
you
beat
should
that.
look into Star Wars Pinball, see how that goes.
Yeah, is that just going to make it look like you're playing a pinball machine?
I don't know. I don't have the Quest VR thing. 50% off, you can find out.
It's true.
All right, last thing on my list. Oh, cool. Introducing watermarks. Awesome. We are going to see Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, the last of this version of the Guardians movies. The last movie in the MCU, directed by James Gunn, before he jumps ship and goes over to DC.
Why was he doing that again?
Probably because Marvel fired him.
Oh.
Originally for like some shit that he tweeted 20 years ago. And then he was like, yeah. What do you want from me?
DC.
And then he just went over to DC.
What's he going to do at DC?
Everything. He's like the head guy.
Oh, that's the... What's his name?
James Gunn.
Oh, yeah, okay, I knew that.
So I have 2 options for us. I have 2 quizzes, 2 Guardians of the Galaxy movie quizzes to see, just so we're prepared for the movie tomorrow. Do you want to do the one that's 10 questions long or the one that's 35 questions long?
10?
Okay. All right.
35 fucking questions? No way.
Whenever people say that they love Guardians of the Galaxy, this is the quiz that I give to them to prove it. This is a BuzzFeed quiz.
All right.
Are you ready? First question. What did Gamora call Nebula?
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Is the first one the one that starts out
What?
and Chris Pratt's singing and then he picks up that like animal?
That rat?
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it doesn't start out like that, but yes.
That's when you first see him, right?
No.
Oh, well, whatever. I don't remember that movie.
I watched it the other day.
Yeah, well, I should probably... What did you watch it on?
Disney Plus.
Is it on anything else?
Are you willing to pay for it?
Like how much?
I don't know. How much are you willing to pay?
$5.99.
How much is a rental? I don't know.
No, it's probably $5.99. And then the second one, I think I'm more familiar with. That's the one with the gold people.
Yep, that's your favorite people.
Yeah, that's the one I've seen the most. I don't think I've ever even seen the first one.
That's shocking to me. You should watch the first one. It's pretty good. The color grading is a little...
I mean, I've seen it, most of it, I think. That's the one where there's that other guy and he has a dance-off with him?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not how I describe that, but... Okay.
Yeah, he starts dancing.
Have you seen the deleted, or not the deleted, but the improv scene that where the guy, he starts doing the dance-off and the guy just goes along with it?
Yeah, I've seen the bloopers.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Question number 1. What did Gamora call Nebula before they fought in the second film? Psychopath? Sociopath?
Oh, thank God it gives me,
I was debating whether or not I was going to give you these multiple choice.
You'd have to. Or
Worst sister. Crazy being. Do you want me to do a Jeopardy
I think it's worst sister.
That's what you want to go with?
Yeah.
I thought it was sociopath.
It's either that or I was thinking, psychopath.
Okay, you've given me 3 options.
Right.
We're in agreement it's not crazy being though, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to go with sociopath, psychopath, or worst sister?
Let's go with...
Do you think this is going to be the easiest question?
Sociopath.
Sociopath?
Seems weird to say worst sister because that's her
That
only...
was wrong.
Oh, it's worst sister.
It's psychopath.
Damn it, that was the first thing I thought.
Yeah, well. Oh, and then it shows a little clip. Oh, that's cool. What are the type of batteries that Rocket stole called? Anulax batteries, Harbulary batteries, the Kree batteries, Sovereign batteries.
Sovereign batteries.
I'm pretty sure it's Anulax batteries. because Drax keeps calling them something different. Because he can't say Anilax. I think he calls them Harbulary batteries, but I think they're Anilax batteries.
Yeah, that sounds right.
All right. Nailed it. What did Ego call Peter's mother? River Lily, Water Lily, Beautiful Rose, Love Goddess.
Was it the second one you said?
Water Lily?
Yeah.
Mm.
You don't know the answers to this?
No. I haven't seen this movie in a while.
I almost think he called her a goddess, though.
I think he might have called her a lot of these things all at different times. Why would you call someone... What's the difference between a river lily and a water lily? Are those two different things?
I don't think a river lily's not going to look very pretty with
Neither did she when she had cancer. And she was dead.
Why would he call her water lily?
I don't know. Why would he call her love goddess?
Well, he's love goddess. Let's go with love goddess.
Going with love goddess? Ooh, it was River Lily.
Son of a bitch.
We're not doing great. What name is laughed at by Rocket in the second film? Crab Dog?
I know this one.
Do you? Do you want to get it?
If you say it.
Oh, okay. Crab Dog, Taserface, Raccoon, Ego.
Taserface.
It was Taserface, yeah.
Because then he calls and he's like, he calls up the Sovereign and he's like, let them know the name of the man who took them down. And he's like, Taserface. And she's just like, fucking love that.
How long
Taserface
is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2?
I don't know, around
2 hours and 15 minutes? 2 hours? 1 hour and 45? 2 hours and 30? I feel like it's 2 hours and 30 minutes. I think it's a long movie.
With all the ending scenes.
I assume that
probably 2 and 30, sure.
You want to go 2:30? 2:15.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Damn it. What color was the liquid when they were washed with in the first film?
Is this seriously what somebody asks somebody when they say they love Guardians of the Galaxy? Because this guy sounds like an asshole.
I mean,
oh,
it's
yeah?
BuzzFeed.
How long was the movie? Oh, so it's just generated by a robot.
Shit. What color was the liquid that they were washed with in the first film? Orange, yellow, red, or green?
In the first film?
Yeah, when they go to the prison, they get hosed off, and you see Chris Pratt with his abs.
I think it was green.
It was not green.
I don't remember.
It was red or orange. I think that is... It's too similar. You know, they should have gone with, like, blue. But I'm going to say red, because it reminded me of tomato soup. Damn it was orange.
Prison colors.
That's kind of bullshit. What does Yondu have to do to activate his arrow
Oh, okay.
and hurt someone? Speak, sing, breathe, whistle. Arguably, he has to he has to breathe.
I think he sings, right?
No, he whistles.
No, he whistles.
But you gotta breathe to whistle. You gotta breathe to do any of these, technically.
If you exhale, that's breathing?
Yeah.
Inhale.
That's part of breathing, yeah.
Exhale, and then that's the breathing.
That's the whole cycle, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Which body part does Groot poke with his fingers to stop a prisoner? Mouth, nose, ear, belly button.
Does Groot?
Yeah. When they first show up to prison, and then that big CGI guy is like, I'm gonna fuck you, Chris Pratt. And then Groot shows his finger somewhere.
Belly button?
No, his nose.
No.
See, we're fans. We know.
I don't think I've seen the first one.
What kind of species is Gamora? I feel like that sentence is wrong. I feel like you can just say, what species is Gamora? I don't think you need to say what kind of species. Anyway. Zenwubris. Sakarans. Chitauri. Eternals. It's definitely not Chitauri.
Yeah, it is.
It's definitely not Eternals. The Chitauri are the dipshits that invaded Earth in the Avengers. They're not green people.
Is that part of the same universe?
What do you mean?
I'm asking a legit question right now.
What, I don't know what, like same movie universe, like same planet.
Where the Guardians are in the Avengers movies?
Yes, they're part of that universe. Yes.
Right, because it's Thanos' her dad, right?
Yeah, adopted.
Okay, yeah.
Because he killed her. I'm gonna say Sakarans. I feel like I've heard that name before, but I don't know if it's right. It's definitely not Chitauri. It's definitely not in the Eternals. Is it Zenwooberis? ZEN-WHOOBERIS.
Let me call up Thanos and ask him.
Yeah, you want to phone a friend?
Yeah.
Sakaran sounds familiar, but I don't think that's it. I'm going Hail Mary on this. I'm going Zenwooberis. Fuck yeah!
What is it?
Zenwooberis.
Zenwoobery?
Yeah, something like that. What did Peter give the arrow? Who did Peter give the arrow to after Yondu passed?
Groot.
Drax, Nebula, Dormammu, Obfonteri.
I thought he gave it to that dumb guy.
Sean Gunn. The guy who gives him the fucking zoom.
Well, in the end of the movie, the thing's buzzing around and it runs into that other guy.
Yeah. I don't know the guy's name, though. It's not Drax and it's not Nebula and it's not Dormammu, so I guess it leaves...
Doesn't he give it to, like,
Obfonteri.
Sylvester Stallone or something?
No, he gives it to the Sean Gunn, I think. Like his little assistant guy.
Yeah, the weird guy, right?
Sure. I don't know the guy's name. I'm going with the only name. Yes, nailed it. All right, we got 6 out of 10. We scored better than 48% of all other quiz takers.
Oh, nice.
So I think we're pretty... Try harder. This quiz was pretty hard, so no sweat. Just rewatch the movies and try again. I'm not going to do that. I mean, I might rewatch the movies because they're pretty good movies, but I'm not going to ever do this quiz again. So that was pretty exciting. I think that we've proven that we're ready to go see the movie tomorrow. I am really freaked out a little bit about why the intro music was playing so weird.
I like it like that.
I'm kind of concerned. Shall we end it here? We're at an hour.
Yeah.
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 No ceremony. Do you think it's going to play this time?
I hope not. I hope it's all scratched. Play the first one again.
Okay. This has been James and Jordan Talk to the Internet, Season 3, Episode...
I don't even remember what
16.
you said before.
Alright, we're playing the intro again just to see if it's fucked up still. I'm kind of curious.
What?
No, it's working now. That's kind of bullshit. Hold on.
Maybe you just had a bunch of other stuff open and it just couldn't handle it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I actually changed the recording quality. I stepped it down because it was kind of not working the right way. Maybe this one will be fucked up. It's like when we were watching Die Hard and it was just red.
And it was just red.
Yeah.
Didn't we not notice for a
We
really
didn't
long
notice
time?
until we got, like, I think to the building.
Yeah.
Because it was all sunsets.
It's like, does this look red to you?